Good morning. Did we sleep well?
Oh, I can't feel my face or feet. What do you think?
Rhine not tell truth. Rhine snoring make Ricky think of Orluka.
Oi! I don't snore.
Sword Valley is just around the corner.
Well, Dunban seems to think something's up. But yeah, that scene there, just like... yeah, I know, right? And like, I also feel so bad myself with how busy I've been lately when it comes to like, how rarely I get to stop in like, other streamer friends' streams. It's like, I want to be there and support them, but it's like, God, I have like no time to be doing the stuff I'm already doing, and I barely even have time to stream myself, and it's crazy. It's crazy shenanigans. Like, that's usually why you just drop those big lurks. Yeah, sometimes I have to as well. These short jumps though as I go down the slope. Yeah, sometimes it makes me wish that I was in like a part-time position instead of full-time. Then I'd be able to do like much more streaming. But this full-time job is actually a really good position. It'll be great for like my resume. I'm already learning like a whole bunch. It'll be like an awesome experience overall, and I'm glad I'm doing it, honestly. Leave that 1% sound so the view counts. Just mute the window. Or just don't have a job. Yeah, that's another solution, but how am I gonna pay for tuition then? Anyway, I don't know if you can do it on Chrome, but I use Firefox. Just mute the window. And then Twitch still counts it as a view. So I don't know what it's like in other browsers, but that's what I do in Firefox and stuff. Is a thing. And I remember that there's like some good enemies down here to like grind against as well, which I might have to do because I think the boss is level 46 and I'm 42. Maybe I should get to at least 43. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know, I'll just drop down here. But yeah, what was I talking about before? I don't think you can mute individual tabs, but you can mute the site as a whole. I can mute individual tabs. Like, when I have volume going on a tab, like, I don't know how I can visualize it. If there's like, oh, on Chrome, yeah, I don't know then. But yeah, for Firefox, it's like multiple tabs. Whenever there's audio going from one, it shows the little audio symbol on the tab, and you just hit that and it mutes it, and you can hit it again to unmute it, and it's like, wow, that's great. So I can switch between like two things, like muting and unmuting them. Here's the big dudes that are good for grinding. Oi. What? I didn't actually mean to start yet. Oh, never mind, they're both coming after me. May as well start now then. Can we focus our efforts here, please? I think we already are, but I like to make sure just in case. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's using Blossom Dance. Yeah, I really like Mozilla Firefox. I know that like the biggest standard thing to use is Chrome, but I really like Firefox. The biggest problem I have with Chrome is how it handles downloads, with them all being in like a row at the bottom where it's like, ew, it's getting in the way of like stuff that I'm trying to do on the screen. Whereas Firefox, it's like a little button at the top right, and if you want to actually see what's going on there, you can drop down all your downloads, because I download a lot of stuff, especially when I'm working on making my phone playlist bigger. So it's like so nice for me to manage, or like if I'm downloading images to use, like backgrounds of a game, for example, to use as thumbnails for my videos, where I'll be going around getting a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'll need a PNG of the game title, I'll need like a background for this part or something like that if I don't get it myself from the game. Well, I do a lot of downloads, and it's so convenient in Firefox. Yeah, sure. And that emote though. Oh, okay, we got a freaking thing. Yeah, a lot of corn, man. Tasty corn. A delicious veggie table, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what Firefox is useful for. For the veggie tables. I need tables of veggies.
Let's focus our efforts.
Oh, I guess we're starting on this one, even though this one didn't start aggroing against me. Yeah, I forget what I was like talking about before. I don't know.
Let's focus our efforts.
Yeah, this might not be going well, sure. This is true. Nothing inappropriate, what you said in the slightest, completely innocent. Wait, are you trying to imply something here? I thought we were talking about vegetables. Are we not talking about vegetable? Oh, what the heck? Also not inappropriate. That attack there. Can I make him dodge it? What? No, Dunban! Dunban, please! Yes, miss him! Hey!
Let's do this.
Hey! Oh my goodness, high stress stuff. Oh boy.
Charlotte, full force.
I'm on it.
Let's inflict daze.
Nice.
Oh dang it, it didn't even extend it.
We are at one with the battlefield.
But oh wait, focus on this one, please. But anyway, for what you are actually referring to, I don't even use my computers for that. Oh wait, dang it, that's all I meant to do. I meant to do light heal. Compute.
Dunban, it's okay. Nicely done. How good?
Because my computers are like my personal workplace. There's time and places for everything, but my own PC is not that. So I don't even on my PC. What the heck? Can you heal, please, Charlotte? Ah! Help Dunban! Oh my goodness, this is not okay. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, also to avoid viruses to the best of your ability.
That's the spirit.
Come on.
Dunban, listen.
Yes, take aggro.
I see.
Yes, absorb aggro from Charlotte.
Dance. We choose our own path.
Come on, make it miss.
Born in a world of strife. Let's
Why do they keep targeting that one? Target the weaker one, please. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's probably also a good idea, Bearded. That's probably also a very good plan there.
Just what I needed.
What? Dunban's down!
No rest for the wicked.
Oh my goodness. Yes, focus on this one. I'm gonna go over here quick. Don't mind me.
Do it. Electric okay.
Uh-oh. Finally, the window open to cool down your room feels good. That's nice. Here, it's way too hot. The place where I live in Canada, the winters are too cold and the summers are too hot. And today it was 31 degrees outside. 31 degrees Celsius. Not Fahrenheit. But yeah, it was ridiculous. And for some reason today, I decided to wear like a long sleeve black shirt, which was not a good idea when I was walking home from the train station. So, oops. Ow. Wow, I have so much health right now, it's not even gonna kill me. Yes, go after Dunban. Take aggro off me. Dunban, please. There we go. Do some auto attacks. Maybe, can I do it in time? Dang it. I was gonna give him an auto speed. Yeah, it's not very cash money at all. It's like the very opposite of cash money. But I got to see a puppy on the way home. Like, in between the train station and my home, there's a cousin of mine who just recently got a corgi puppy who's currently 11 weeks old, I believe. So, and he's been working from home a lot lately because of his new puppy. So I got off the train and I was like, hey, are you home right now? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, can I stop on by? And he was like, sure. So I swung on by and I got to see his still super young corgi puppy. I've met his corgi puppy before, like just a couple hours after he first got her, but always nice to see the puppy again, and she's still so cute. She has like so much energy. Apparently she's sleeping like 16 to 18 hours a day. And she has like so much energy. Apparently she likes to climb people, so I was on the ground and this little corgi puppy was trying to like climb up on top of me and stuff like that. I was trying to like bite my sleeves and chew on it and stuff like that. So adorable. Yeah, these dudes are really good for experience. I'll try to get to level 43 before the boss there, so hopefully I can just beat it as is. I hope. But yeah, this corgi puppy is like literally the most adorable thing ever. It's too cute. Time to put... No, don't say that. What if I send myself an image in my own private Discord server I use for sending myself images here? Like, where's a good photo? Here, this. Too cute is literally unhealthy for you. Hold on, I'll click off the game so the screen's gonna flash black for a second. My images Discord server. And like my bot testing one. Look at this corgi puppy. Like that, I'm the one taking the picture. There's him with his puppy. 11 weeks old corgi puppy. Isn't that the most adorable thing ever? So cute. So yeah, it might have been like super hot outside, but I mean, I got to meet the corgi puppy again on the way home, so that's always nice. But yeah, you just hate that you don't have it. I know. Whoa, I clipped through the wall a little bit there. Yeah, his corgi pup is adorable. Man, oh man. Let me just fully restore my health there. I'll take on a couple of you guys. The first time I played through this game, I never did a single side quest. So I just grinded on enemies and stuff like that. I remember these were like my go-to enemies for the boss at the end of this area. These are my go-to enemies to grind on. I remember that. Also, like, between the train station and his place that it's like right by, there's like this fence, and I've never gone from the train station to his place before. And I was like, how am I supposed to go by this fence? And he was like, it's pretty much just go around. It's like a massive parking lot, so it'd be like another 4 minutes to my walk. So I was like, I'm just gonna jump it. So I went over the fence, and I was super careful that it, like, the kind of wear that you're supposed to kind of be wearing at my workplace is like semi-formal kind of stuff, like business casual they call it. So I have like a semi-formal shirt, I have like a nice jacket on. So I wasn't wearing the nice jacket while it was 32 degrees out. I was holding it at my side, and I was being really careful not to get it caught on the fence. Because you know how there's like the top bar of a fence, and then there's like the actual chain kind of stuff that's at the top, right, sticking out a little bit off the top. Well, the stuff sticking off the top of this one, for some reason, instead of being like maybe that much like a normal fence, was like that much. So it might have as well have been like a barbed wire fence without being a barbed wire fence, just because of the freaking stuff being so tall. So I had to be really careful not to put my hands on top of that. So it's not exactly a uniform, just like semi-formal wear. And I was really careful not to mess up my messenger / laptop bag at my side and the jacket that was on, and I didn't. But it wound up snagging my shirt that I was wearing a little bit, and it actually tore it a little bit. But it was like the worst of my kind of formal wear shirts anyway. Like, I'd never worn it before. I was checking my closet like, what's semi-formal in here for me to put on today? And I found this one shirt, which was the one that I was wearing today, which is not this. I put something else on because I don't want to wear a long sleeve black shirt. But hey, what the heck? There's a whole bunch now. But anyway, I found this in my closet, and I know that I've never worn it because there was a price tag on it that said $15, and it's like 15 Canadian, so it's probably like 11 or 12 American. So it was a cheap shirt anyway. So like, thank goodness it was that, and not like the super fancy jacket that I don't want to destroy at all, because Jeebus, that would suck. But yeah, wish this Monado was an option to equip this. I know, right? The Monado 2. Literally only the standard first Monado is an option in Smash. It's like, why? You never have that sword for the rest of the game. That's not really much spoilers to say, is it? For the rest of this playthrough, you don't get the Monado 1 again. Oh wait, can someone inspire me, please? There we go. But yeah, please do this. So literally, Smash Bros. Shulk is like Shulk within the first half of his journey. But yeah, also it's just like a little tiny tear in that shirt there. It might be able to be easily stitched together. Should tear the fence in return an eye for an eye. I wish somebody would tear that fence just so it'd be like an easy opening to get to these like condo buildings instead of having to go all the way around. But yeah, just same issue with Toon Link's sword. What? That it's not? Is it not its final form in like? Or do you just wish that there was more options, like the Locomo sword or stuff like that? Because that'd be really cool. Because it's pretty much like the Master Sword that is at the end of Wind Waker, right? Like, I know it goes through the couple phases as you're powering it up, but it's the final one from that, right? But are you talking about like other swords that he gets, like the Locomo sword? You cannot escape. Charlotte's not participating. Why are you participating? He's just the ones that you could use, the ones from Spirit Tracks. Yeah, so the Locomo sword, right? At least that's what it's called in Hyrule Warriors. I don't know what it's called in called in those games, but like, I really wanted to get into Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks is my favorite music in a Legend of Zelda game. Like, I love the recurring tunes in that so much, but I just can't get past the touchscreen controls. I just hate them so much. So I try to keep getting into it, and I just can't. Oh my goodness, that chain attack killed him. But yeah, Spirit Tracks is literally my favorite OST in a Legend of Zelda game. And Skyward Sword is probably the next one. Time to skedaddle. Ignore me. That's a dead end. That's a dead end there. But yeah. Yeah, and Phantom Sword or something like that. That sounds vaguely familiar from Hyrule Warriors. But yeah, I'm gonna try and develop some playlists, but you just need to sit down and listen to the soundtracks instead of streaming and gaming. Yeah, do what I do. Actually, do what I do, where you like just be subscribed on YouTube to a whole bunch of musical creators, like a whole bunch of remixers, stuff like that. I could recommend a whole bunch to you, and then like typically there will be 1 or 2 new uploads in your subscription feed like every day if you're just subscribed to a bunch of new music. So I try to listen to at least the ones in my subscription list each day, and then so the stream playlist gets updated almost every day because of that. Just because I'm subscribed to like so many like incredible Nintendo remixers slash like other game remixers, but most of them are like Nintendo remixers, and most of them focus mostly on Nintendo content. Yeah, there's a few OSTs you want to go through first. Yeah, what I do is I just be like working on something, be like video editing or something like, well, I can't do it if I'm video editing because I'd have 2 things of audio going at once, but be working on something university related, which isn't an option right now because I'm working. I haven't had the option to listen to a playlist in a while, but anyway, when working on something that you don't need audio for, where you'd like to have just audio in the background, just load up a playlist and just add it when you hear something you like. But yeah, I definitely understand that. For sure. I believe I've gone through every main series well, not every main series Pokemon game, but at least one for every generation. Like the latest one for every generation I've gone through the whole OST of. Speaking of like hearing the original OST first for Pokemon games. But yeah, there are some pretty incredible Pokemon remixes out there, especially PMD ones. Like, most of the remixers that I know that do like mostly Pokemon content probably do like almost half of their stuff on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and most of that is like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon too, and it's some incredible stuff. It's some really incredible stuff. Yeah, we might just be in this is why these are good enemies to grind against. Okay, let's just use Minato Speed on Dunban to make him more of a dodge tank. Separate them by ominous, intense, calm, and game, then you put the ones you especially like in a general list. What do you mean by game? Aren't they all game, though? Aren't they all? Let's just do this. Like that, I guess. Or something like that. Oh, like the game that they're in. Gotcha. But if people want to listen to that, wouldn't they just... And I was about to say load up the original like playlist for the game, but I guess that would just be like separating it into like a playlist of just the good OST for like the game, I guess. One for yourself. But yeah, when it comes to remixes, like I separate stuff into game-specific stuff as well if there's enough remixes of it out there. But I do like exclusively remixes for it. I don't do like the OST. Like for example, there's a PMD2 remix playlist that has like 250 PMD2 remixes in it. It's like 256 or something like that now. I don't do stuff from the original game. So if you're looking for specific remixes, I mean, just look at my playlist page. I have ones for every single generation of Pokemon, every PMD. All kinds of stuff. Okay, can we please take out at least this guy first? Just so that we get the experience. Because that'd be sweet, man. Can I just take out this one, please? Dang it, come on! Oh, man. But yeah, I got you. Don't like listening to songs you don't enjoy. But yeah, if there's ever a specific game that you're in a mood for, there's always that. I have them for a lot of games now. Dang it, I'm back here! Also, I recently added a whole bunch of new ones that I've been working on. to the available playlists, and I've been meaning for the past several days to announce in my Discord server and list all the new ones that I added, but I kind of haven't gotten around to it because, like, I keep working on, like, so many other things. But yeah, I recently made a whole bunch of new ones publicly available. But yeah, I need to actually make that announcement in my Discord server. So before you ever start said game, because then you can stick to a theme. Like, you know what music's good and stuff like that. But yeah, I really need to make that announcement and, like, add it to the musical links page of my Discord server that links, like, all these playlists of different kinds. Is what I gotta do. Like, there's a bunch of different ones that I was working on in the background that I made publicly available. Most of them are, like, different game ones, stuff like that. Make some vids for when you go on vacation. Yeah, what I like to do, first and foremost, for doing daily uploads, is, like, stuff that I'm doing on Twitch. Like, I suppose it's also sort of recycling content, but it's, like, archiving my stuff. Like, there's no way that I'd be able to stream playthrough stuff without me uploading it. Because, like, otherwise the VOD will eventually be deleted from Twitch, and then it'll be like, okay, why did I stream that playthrough? But, like, archiving it on, like, YouTube, it's like, wow, it feels like I'm making real progress here. I don't care if, like, nobody even watches it. It's, like, a way for me to archive my content and be able to look through all that. Like, wow, look at all this stuff that I've done. You just clip it? You just make clips of what you've done? No, I gotta have, like, the full archive. Is what I gotta do. Only things I don't archive are, like, the multiplayer games, because they're multiplayer games. It stays forever. What, do you just mean, like, Twitch clips? You can full clip? What, you mean, like, highlights? Because that's called highlighting, not clipping, and that's what I do to cut up my parts. And then that's where I upload them to YouTube bit by bit. Unless it needs editing. Sometimes I need editing. Like, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of editing on the 24-hour stream. During the Guitar Hero part of it was muted. Like, Twitch muted part of the VOD because of copyright music, and I also had to restart the stream after the game itself was muted for weird reasons, so I'm gonna have to go edit that all together. So I have a little bit of editing to do for the 24-hour stream, but usually there's no editing to do. There sometimes is for this series, Xenoblade 1, 2, Torna, because sometimes there'll be a cutscene that happens at the end of a stream because it's right at the end of that part, but I actually want to have it play right before the next part begins, you know? If it's like an intro into what the next part is, then it makes more sense to have it at the beginning of the next episode and then me actually, like, playing through that next episode instead of it in, like, the last one. So sometimes I have to do a little bit of editing in this series because of that reason for cutscenes. Like, for example, in my first chapter of Xenoblade 1, there was this one cutscene that played at the end of it, but I wanted to play at the beginning of chapter 2 instead, which is the one that shows Dixon discovering Shulk and the Monado. Is that one. Because I felt it made more sense for chapter 1 of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to end with them, like, leaving Colony 9 on this journey for revenge, and then I do my first chapter of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then when you come back to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 in this series, it shows that cutscene. Like, it just makes more sense, so sometimes I have to do editing for this series. But yeah, usually I don't have to edit, I usually just have to go into, like, the highlighter and cut it up into parts. And then I make, like, a big buffer in, like, my Twitch VODs. And then I do my daily uploads. I've been doing daily uploads since the beginning of this year. Like, there's been a couple of times where I, like, missed a day by accident if it was, like, a weekend day. So it's not like I've been, like, perfectly doing daily uploads. But for the most part, I've been sticking to it. But yeah, pissed that you forgot to highlight your entire Xenoblade Chronicles 2 player after actually resent yourself on. Yeah, this is why I store all my stuff on YouTube. Well, that's one of the reasons. It's also so that, like, anybody who missed a stream of something but still wants to experience the story and see me, oh dang it, see me streaming it, and then they can see what they missed there. Because who, like, looks at Twitch VODs for that? I mean, I do, but most other people don't. But yeah, ever since Kirby Star Allies, which was, like, my first real playthrough thing that I did, everything's been thrown on YouTube. And I have, like, a page on my YouTube channel that shows, like, all of the playthroughs I've done, and it's all in reverse chronological order. So you scroll to the bottom and Kirby Star Allies is at the bottom. It was, like, the first one that I did, so it's, like, the newer ones at the top. And I've started timestamping them. Like, if like, or date stamping them, I guess. Like, if you click on any of the playlists, in the description to the left side, it shows when I started streaming that game and when I stopped streaming that game. So it like timestamps it. So it's really cool going through like these different playlists, just like a little bit, like maybe like one video of each, and just seeing like the difference in quality as I've improved and grown as a streamer, stuff like that. And you can have an idea of like how much time went by during that. I thought it was a neat addition to do.
We can definitely do this.
But yeah, just really forgetful back then. Yeah, that could be a thing sometimes. But yeah, so me doing this, uploading stuff like this to YouTube, it's a chance for like new people to potentially discover this content. Which, by the way, hello, potential new future people. How are you today? Let me know in the comments. Maybe nobody who's watching this. But if there is somebody, tell me how you're doing today. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, so one thing is it's a potential way for new people to discover the content. Two, it's a way for like people who missed that stream but wanted to see it can like catch up on that content. And three, it's a way for me to archive my stuff. Like you can see how my stream has like evolved and how I've improved as a streamer along the way and stuff like that. And it's a way for me to like look back on it maybe in years to come. Let's raise accuracy and evasion, maybe. Oh, cool, we killed him. But yeah, maybe I'll look back on it like several years in the future and be like, wow, this is a cool time in my life, you know? Or like a very different time, or like, man, look how much I sucked as a streamer back then. I didn't know anything yet, you know, stuff like that. Like, it serves so many purposes, and it's so cool, like, looking at some of the old content, like, and comparing it to the newer content. Even just the thumbnails, for example. Like, for thumbnails, I used to just do, like, the same background for every thumbnail, just change the number on it that represents the part, and that's basically it. I have the same background for each of them, but now I do... But I also used to do uploads like all at once for when I had a backlog of content. I used to upload them all at once and then do all these thumbnails all at once and make it all fun. But now that I do daily uploads, it gives me time to actually make better thumbnails. So like, ever since like halfway through Bravely Default, all my thumbnails have been like actually unique to each part. And like, how I see them, they're actually pretty already thumbnails. Hello Cam, how's it going today? So even just looking at videos and like even just the thumbnails, it's really cool seeing like how much more work I put into it nowadays than I used to, stuff like that. Because now I put literally so much work into it. I literally put more work into stream/content related stuff off stream than on stream. Like I spend more time working on this stuff like off stream rather than me actually streaming it.
Let's focus our efforts.
Which used to be saying a lot back when I was actually streaming a lot, but now it's so hard to have time to stream. I guess it's not saying as much anymore, but I have like so many videos to edit and stuff like that. Like these DVD guides I've started working on especially. Those take so long to make, and they're each gonna be like 15 minutes-ish though. But they take so long. Oh, one of the hardest parts is gathering footage for it. Maybe I'll start asking people to like clip stuff during DVD streams so I can use it in my guides and stuff like that, because it'll be super helpful. We'll get... Alright, one more battle and everyone will be to level 43. Yeah, but if I wasn't uploading this stuff to YouTube, I don't think I'd do playthrough streams. Unless it was a new game that I was really hyped about playing, like Fire Emblem. Like Fire Emblem 3 Houses, in which case I would still do it, but I wouldn't be going back and playing stuff like this, like Xenoblade Chronicles. There's no way. Because, like, I'd stream it, and then after it was done, I'd feel like I just wasted that. But when it's uploaded to YouTube as well, it makes it something permanent. It makes it something completely permanent, man. Something I can look back on in the future. Something other people can look back on in the future if they want to. If they like the stream and stuff like that. Like, it immortalizes it. So, it's like... When I was younger, I used to try to 100% games, and I used to have like this list on my phone of games that I'd 100%ed. And that used to be the thing that I strived towards, because that was like the way of immortalizing my achievements, I guess. Was 100%ing them and working towards that. Nowadays, it's streaming playthroughs of them. I wanna build up this mental list. I don't have a physical list anywhere, unless you count like on YouTube. I just want to build up like this mental list of games that I've streamed through that you can find like on YouTube if you want to see, rather than just streaming through it just for the sake of streaming through it and then it being gone forever because I didn't highlight it and upload it.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
But because it makes it something permanent, this is something new to work towards. So now, instead of when I was younger, me trying to 100% all the games that I could, and I got to like 50 or something like that over very many years, I think my list was at. Ever since like elementary school up until like high school, I think I got the list up to like 50 games that I'd 100%ed. Since I loved 100%ing games. Now my priorities have changed to let's stream through games. And if I wasn't a streamer, I also would be playing stuff like Xenoblade Chronicles over here. But it's because I have people to share it with and to like share these incredible stories with that it gives me this a new sense of purpose for stuff to go through. And I honestly like that a lot more than my old one of trying to 100% games. And honestly, I don't even know what it's like to play a game on my own time anymore. Anytime I play a game nowadays, it's on stream. Like, I've gotten so much into this whole streaming thing that I don't even know what it's like anymore to just sit down and just enjoy a game on my own time. I've forgotten. It's been too long. I don't know what it's like. Because every time I play a game, I'm sitting in this chair, I'm talking with people, or maybe there's no people here and I talk to myself, but either way, I'm talking, and I'm making something that immortalizes it.
That Mechon.
It is you. Hey, that's Fiora!
Young heir to the Monado. We meet again.
Fiora!
Fiora? Is that my name? Then you know this body?
So it's true. You really don't remember us at all. Fiora, listen! If nothing else, you must remember your family. That's Dunban over there.
Family? There is family. Wielder of the Monado. There is a matter I must speak to you about.
Fiora! What was that? Metal face. Stay alert!
You killed my father!
Get him! Get away from her!
Now, let's all calm down. If I slip, I might mess up her hair.
You...
You're disgusting!
Would you be so kind and hand over that dangerous toy you have? I could take it after I smash you all to a pulp. But we wouldn't want that, would we?
All right. You can have it. But only if you let her go.
There's a good boy. Always eager to please, Shulk.
But you're...
How's it going, Dunban?
Is that...
Munkar. I thought it might be, but you're to blame for all this.
I can't tell you how badly I wanted this sword. Has this puny boy even figured out how it works yet? What are you willing to do? Would you even kill a Homs to beat us?
You dare ask that of us? Why did you betray us to Mechonis? Why did you kill our friends at the colony? Why?
You wanna know? Because it's your home.
You piece of...
Stay where you are. That thing works by remote. So unless you want me to put a hole in her neck... So what's it to be, weaklings? Grovel at my feet and beg?
We will not bow to you!
Will you hit bad guy in face?
You'll pay for that, princess!
You're a traitor, Mumkar, and you're not getting away.
Okay, round 4, I think this is? I think this is like the 4th attempt at oh yeah, I need to use Monado as chant. I think this is the 4th time I've tried the boss. I was like level 42 the first time that I started. And he kind of annihilated me pretty darn quickly. Yes, use Blossom Dance and Dunban. So, we kind of failed Mumkar, and then grinded the enemies in the area a little bit, and then tried them a few more times, and then still failed them. So here we are in another stream, after having grinded. And I guess if we successfully beat him this time, then, ooh, let's inflict days. Then this will be at the end of part 38. Alright, we can do it this time. Alright, let's inflict days.
Pesky thing!
Pesky thing, he says to Mumkar.
We're counting on you! Leave it to me!
Leave it to me. Alright, let's go ahead and use Gale Slash.
Okay.
Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and, sure, some damage. Dang it, we didn't extend the chain attack. That sucks.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, so I kind of failed this boss several times. So here we are after like kind of 1.5 streams of grinding, in a sense. Yeah, we can totally do it this time. As long as I don't make any dumb mistakes. We can totally do it. So I guess this is at the end of part 38 after all. So I guess this can actually finally be the finale to chapter 4. Probably. Unless Mumkar does something dumb here. That'd suck. That would really suck. Oh my goodness, he's freaking... I don't even know how to describe that. Can I use Minado's speed on Dunban to make him dodge it? Nope. More Dunban. Increases accuracy and evasion. You've got to dodge it now. He's still not dodging it. I can't believe this. After all those speed buffs, he's still not dodging it. Oh, he had a little bit of protection from Charlotte, though. He's using Blossom Dance again. Okay, let's refresh Enchant to make sure that they can keep damaging him. Because Mumkar is like part Mechon, because he was all changed to like a Mechon. And since this is at the end of part 38, I guess I can mention now. Yeah, oh, I guess, never mind. Never mind that thought.
You fought beside me! At Sword Valley! Why did you change sides? Why the Mechon?
You're as blind as you were then. I wanted you dead for years!
What's happening?
Is the Bionis moving?
I wanted to get to Monado so I could be the new hero!
Is that it? That's the puerile reason you killed all those innocent people! Ravaged our home!
I love this body! The power! Dunban, you'll never win! Get on your knees and worship me!
Never. I will strike you down and all that you have become, you wretched fool. The Monado will stop you, and then you will know the shame of all that you have done, traitor!
Shut your mouth and come on!
That light!
What the?
It's not like the other Mechon.
You are right, heir to the Monado. This is the strongest Mechon ever built. Controlled by me, Egil, leader of Mechonis, an agent of Mayneth.
Leader of Mechonis? So you're the one who controls the Mechon?
I am he. We fight to free the world from the tyranny of the Bionis.
Why? Why do you trap Homs in machines? What do you want from us? Why make us fight for you?
Your questions do not concern me. I must return with this one.
Fiora! Get your hands off her! Fiora!
If you want her, come and get her. You are more than welcome on Mechon.
Come and visit any time, Dunban!
Munka!
We're coming! And we won't give up!
Find us, Monado, Sword of the Bionis. We will meet you on the battlefield.
Fiora! We will find you!